So I'm going to not multiply, but kind of copy this house across so that we have 3 in a row, right? So I'm going to get a transform here. Let's drop another merge into the middle. Okay, and then another transform there. And I'm going to move it over to the side. And this one to the other direction, 8, and merge them all together. There we go, so we've got a little bit of space between them. And then also with this group, well, let's just take a look at that. Just a crash with Houdini again there. So I'm just going to go to this crash recovery, open crash file. There we go, and then save it back here. We can do like change the version since we've got new stuff. So let me do that. There we go. And then just delete all these. Okay, press B. And so yeah, I wanted to take a look at the group because I want that first house in the middle. You can see I'm selecting it there. I think what we'll do, maybe I'll just scale it down a bit. There we go. So yeah, we're getting some bits on the side there, but not too many. We're just kind of grabbing a bit. So principally we'll get most of the house in the middle first, and then later we'll grab the ones to either side. So that's perfect. Let's go back to the stats and we'll file cache this. So file cache, drop that below. Plug it in. There is a way of doing this more efficiently with simulation points there. So what that looks like is just the points, so you have less to cache out, and you can do that if necessary, but this is quite a small simulation, so we'll leave that for another tutorial for a later lesson. We'll just do it the standard way. So hip geo is fine, or maybe into the sim folder, and then we'll call this reverse gravity. Okay, version 1. I'll just copy that, put another / so that will create another folder for me, and then paste it again. $F3 for my file padding, so for the file number, right? And then .bgeo for the Houdini file format. So I think that's it. Let me just watch a few frames. I mean, it's simulating super quick, so even doubled up like this. Okay, I'm just making sure that it's still going there. So let me just cache that out and then we'll watch it in a moment. Okay, so make sure it's check load from disk, otherwise it will simulate every time. And we should see something cool like that. Okay, towards the end it looks amazing. I know we got that collision there, so it depends on your camera. I'm gonna have a camera angle pretty close up, so we're not gonna see that. So move that ground plane if you like. I think we could just get rid of the ground plane, but I don't know. It can feel strange to me to have pieces kind of going up into infinity. I feel like the solver could, I don't know, you'd have accuracy errors maybe. Okay, I want a few more houses like to the left and the right, kind of like just a street. So if we grab a copy and transform and go grab it from here. Okay. And if we pack an instance, this should be a bit quicker. Let's get 3 houses and move them over by 8. So that's how much I move them across here as well. And then move the whole thing. Oops, what am I doing? I'm typing the number. I want to move the whole thing, so I'm going to grab a transform here, move it over, one house plus the gap again, so it'll be 16, right? So then when we merge these together at the bottom, it will just sit next to, you see, the other houses. Oops. Okay, so we got that, and then we'll just do the same thing again for the other side. So I'll click and drag on that and just do -8 here and -16, and that will fill out, that will give us 3 houses on the other side as well. And then we'll drop a camera in on the, you can see which houses are fractured, like something like that or whatever, but we'll do that in the following videos. Oh, actually, before we go, let's actually watch that flip book. Maybe we'll do you know, smooth shaded, and let me I'll make a camera real quick and just kind of zoom in. So if you grab this padlock here and make sure you're on looking through the camera, then when you move around, you're actually moving the camera. Okay, so I'm going to do something like that. You know, we could probably get rid of these houses. They'll just add to render times if you wanted. I'll just leave them there for now. So I want it pretty low, as if it's like the point of view of somebody on the floor watching this. Or maybe we'll just leave these 2 houses there. Okay, so I'll get rid of that padlock, because if I leave it on, then I move around later, I'll lose that information. That will be really annoying. So let's watch that. Okay, last frame looks cool there. We've got loads of pieces flying together. So let's watch that through. So again, similar to before, but we got these extra pieces flying from the houses on the right and left now, which is nice, you know, but the majority are obviously coming from the middle. We've got subtle bits of rotation round, which is nice. But yeah, really happy with that. We'll move on to some lighting and rendering in the following videos.